Sport TV on YouTube. I would even send in Saka and Yede Ebrem. It is the super clash live at the nation's Wembley, whichever way you call it. The two most glamorous clubs. Some call them the sleeping giants. On the air boom, the Accra Sports Stadium, between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra House of Folk. A lot of people are saying that the two giants, almost lose so almost influence, almost lose so almost quality, almost lose so almost standard. So far as football is concerned, and so far as African football is concerned, and so far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned. So far House of Folk from 2011 till now, they have just one league title. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in recent times, the last time they won the league title was under Prosper Nete Ogu and not Enomutim edged the league title. So in terms of influence, in terms of dominance, clearly who say the two teams now lose so almost touch. But the reality is that for pride, for rivalry, for emotions, for the brand itself, for the attraction, for the quality, the two teams now list ever presented on the table. I mean, yet me I enjoy how our game no ABC at the nation's Wembley. The good thing is that so we check the two teams here ABC was certain things in common in recent times. We check your meetings, we check your holding, we check coaches or more bench, we check players or more big game. These guys have really done well so far as the number of matches in the Ghana Premier League, are concerned. So just stay set and make sure say the rivalry game are ever so at the Crespo Stadium and enjoy. May the Enyama Akoso in the Ghana Premier League between the two sides in recent times, ebeba matches almost democracy cup no situation say almost Gaka Tofon say na situation ekoye has to focus how many points Kotoko how many points has to focus their position by what are their chances of winning this particular game, what are the chances of Kumasi Asante Kotoko everything they are winning this particular game. Is the game going to end in a draw? Coach IFN Karim ZITO and then Coach Didi Dramani almost situation to say said on mobile game, what are your expectations, what do you expect? So far these two coaches are in a respect so far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned. Didi Dramani came to House of Folk, a struggling side I must say, but one more with the confidence. Why yet team a hard not to crack, difficult team to beat, and it is the reason why they still remain unbeaten so far the Ghana Premier League. Karim ZITO winning the FA Cup, qualifying to the Africa, beating Babiani Good Stars, the champion of champion. It was just unfortunate, say, Oman team match the standard of work of Morocco, which is very normal so far as the football no concerned, and we check the standard now. A team with him be coaching Lord Aziski, Helmi, we will always struggle to match them in terms of quality, in terms of standard. They pay not less than $100,000 for coaches, and they pay not less than $50,000 for players at the end of the month. Sika oho, Amobesi invest heavily to make sure everything akoyi. Zito Anthony, but the reality is that he also remained unbeaten so far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned. Omulusu Abetamwa, a whole brouhaha, but in the last game that they played against Karela, clearly, so when you chance Kotoko game Libya, Obengus or would they miss him against Ali Muhammad because David Opuanfane will not be available because of accumulated cash? Any Kevin or SB who have been flawless. The errors now in previous games, they say what's doing in our train, and the guy is clearly delivering on the field of play. Is it going to be Samba O'Neal? Is it going to be Joseph Ablo? Is it going to be Patrick Asiru? Is it going to be Lord Amwa? Is it going to be Hussein Mohammed? Is it going to be Karim? Is it going to be Raphael Amponsa? Stay tuned, stay touched, and on second video, yeah. Now I say no baby answer to me and be ashe. So big enjoy the preview of the Super Clash at Ebaso at Accra Sports Stadium between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and then Accra House of Folks. And a game no AC Abasona. Say Miremu Edia. Now once again it is the Super Clash. House of Folk Kumasi Asante Kotoko who then second no. In terms of quality and second no. You are not going to see Emmanuel Osekofo, Chastela, Dombote, Ishmelado in there. You won't see Sheila Alasa, Nana Hindua, Azibwache, Stephen Odro, Lawrence Ejay, Jordan Opoku, Michael Akufu, and those memorable games. Mekai the 3-3 at the Baba Sports Stadium. That still remains my best game so far as the Kotoko and Has is concerned. My first Kotoko and Has game, I think, was the Joe Orchard Stephen Odro game at the Baba Sports Stadium. And I'm forgetting the Shimelado McFish match. And once again, the Babaidi equalizer, Mirin Fee, Mirin Senfi, Charles the Terrible Terror Taylor, the ball now, boy, po no, that square end of the pitch. Me forget it, the Akufu screamer in 2012, and then Mahatma to free kick, Mirin Fee. Those are quality games, and Kasa, na go bomb scrabber. A game of memory, a game of quality, a game of history, a game of individual quality. Unfortunately, the two teams, and Timmy and Kipu standard, now standard, not drop it. And Siko Fancy, and acquiring well-equipped people who are knowledgeable to manage the clubs, and also a problem. But whichever way, it is the super clutch. Whichever way you look at it, you expect the two teams to step up, give us a good game, and let's enjoy the game at our Crash Sports Stadium. House of Folk na ebo home intimate omo de no era start. So far House of Folk ade e ma House of Folk team we da asronko ene say has abo 8 games. Na 8 games omo abo no omo ewo 11 points. Their last game was against Basake Holy Stars and omo go all the way in away etimi ekoko wene. Inti House of Folk 8 games 11 points, they remain unbeaten. Ghana Premier League na yebono Hearts of Folk remaining unbeaten. Obia intimi and shop. So for Kumasi Asante Kotoko nso a 5 games no almost so etimi abo eho. Sorry, because Hearts of Folk then 11 points. Hearts then a 16 points out of 8 games. So instead of 24 points, Hearts of Folk it was 16 points. And so ewo honum. Kotoko nso abo 5 games. Almost so ewo 11 points instead of 15 points. 11 points instead of 15 points. Almost so unbeaten in the Ghana Premier League. So we have 2 unbeaten clubs stepping up, meeting at our Crash Sports Stadium, and what to be the situation. So far the 2 coaches are Ofa KOTOKO.DIDI or winning the top 4 by 2-1, and coach our friend Karim ZITO, and so winning by 2-1 in the Confederation Cup. Into the Ghana Premier League. This is the first time they are meeting the Ghana Premier League. 2 coaches no we coach Kotoko, we coach House of Folk. This is the first time they are meeting in the Ghana Premier League already. Omodi can share in 2 games obi etinia winning back. We are unbeaten. It really tells you how the 2 teams are prepared very well on board etimi ababeshia. So call the camp of House of Folk once again on home now. It's just unfortunate. House of Folk ben messy the services of David Oponfane. David Oponfane will not be available for this particular game. Reasoning in answer, onya accumulated cast with the previous games, into game we are David Oponfane or what form ye power on the Kevin or Sesibe. The solidity at the back is the reason why Obia intimate and Shobono. It's just unfortunate he will not be available for this particular game because of accumulated yellow cards. So Ali Mohammed is likely to pair Kevin or say SCB or central defense, and I think that will be a bit of weakness. Looking at how a bit of weakness, but all those things are part of the game. So Kotoko Obia fit over the week. You say Michael Akufu, medical say the most important thing I will say making good use of our former players, and they say players no more Kotoko has to be done. Maybe game no omonim bebrebe. But if you pick Obi Charles Taylor, the likes of Amankwamriku, Ofobi say Yusuf Alasan Chipsa, omo follow game ni closely. In Team Pempi no, omo betimi share omo experience with the players so far as the Kotoko has game here concerned. So the team should bring those people on board. Now omo form get closer until anytime be amehu Amankwamriku be aneme niaje said they be are close to House. At least he was the captain of the team that won the Confederation Cup against Kotoko. Nti omo the tricks and are going for I think say omo betimi abua players and Kotoko they always the former players Karim ZITO is there, and the moment you see Karim ZITO one former player ono waboaje at the highest level of football watimi akochi abo ediaje nti mpempi no o make sure say the experience na one as a player no or the other players for them to perform and so ewo ho nti two teams are omo ho di ni nyina ye pe in terms of the points, in terms of the recent meetings. And over here the two coaches are you have a defensive minded coach in Didi Dramani and you have an all-round and modernist coach in Karim ZITO. He loves to possess, he loves to keep the ball, he loves to dominate play. But Didi says, close the space, tight the knot, shut the door, open it, and they call it the shut-up shop. You know, and a Didi Dramani and they back on board ahead of the Kotoko House of Food Gamer and also Etimi Abano. Before meeting a room or the combined 11 of the two sides, no, make sure the probables. China, omo likely so omo betimi esi akan no e de ama afani no miru se okọ eye bubu kwa ye friend Kumasi Asante Kotoko Aranta ye friend Kamara is likely to start. I will not be fair if I start Kotoko because House of Folk and ebo nti me hwe probables for House of Folk me fa obi se Benjamin Asare se odon e bebo e bitimi adapo nim amanko abafi as a right back. He has improved so well after a low move to Dreams FC. Amanko abafi on the right, Namashare Randford Mensah on the left, Badika Kasa Ali Mohammed and then Kevin Osesibi are two centre backs. Midfield no Ebabe Abdul Karim, Rafael Amponsa and Hussein Mohammed. Three midfield. And then Martin Kaka is likely to start from the right. On the left, it's likely to be Prince Kwabena and then up front, Abrantia Yefreno, Abora, or no, and likely say Frank, or also ebetimi lead line, no, ama Bibianso, etimi Akokama Frank, Abora Duku, or no, and ebetimi lead line in a 4-2-3-1 in variation of a 4-3-3 and Akojidu Dramani, and so ebetimi at the room. So we Kumasi Asante Kotoko Kamara will be imposed a right back of Lord Amwa, Ofa Obi Etise, Patrick Asiedu, Samba Onel. Samba may say the last game against Karela into Obeba back at the Ababi, pair Joseph Ablo, and in midfield it is going to be Hilary Adabo, Jehu, and then Kodjuset in midfield, and on the right side Saka Dauda, Peter Miduakwa, and then Morofin Donzu is likely to lead the line. Into winning players are likely to Kotoko so used to so we the two teams now in terms of quality, in terms of strength, in terms of individual. So yes, opaque here. Over the two teams now who are the defense. So the two teams now who are no a defense now be with someone who are so where they have Samba, Ablo, Asiedu, Lord, and their goalkeeper Samson Hassan. So Asibe, Ali Mohammed, and then Mankwabefi and Ranford Mensah. That is where they have that strength. Inti two teams are omo mienu nyina omo ho no ne nyina ewo defense. So we decided say what I say both sides now. So you are not expecting so many goals on the field of play because the Kotoko attacker Morifin Donzo nche go, Saka Dauda nche go, Peter Amidu akona etimi ashe 2 goals. So you are not expecting so many goals. How to folk attack offer Frank Abradukwa or just 1 goal. Offer Obi Etise Prince Kwabena Usua or nche go. Maule has 2 goals. Hamza Isa 2 has 2 goals and so ewo. But these are not guys that are likely say Obi who in the starting lineup. One thing is clear. Who goes to be room on the field of play? Sana situation no and so etimi ete ewo. And the two teams lose the firepower, lose the magic touch, and lose the quality up front. Until they depend on different and multiple scorers for goals so far as the game no it's in air concern and so anymore. Now I'm bringing my combined 11 on board. Two teams na mahwe and I'm basing on form. Obi o ha quality but only form. But now I'm basing on form. Now me dey apeke my players na omo everything about combined 11 for House of Folk and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Inti sa wo hwe me a na why your pen no and will be ready and then you also bring your comment na ya hwe also combined 11 and also everything akọ. Benjamin Asare na eda me polum ede amame. Benjamin Asare na eda me polum ede amame. Me call Lord Amu as my right back, Patrick Asiedu as my left back, Samba Onel and Kevin Osesibe as my two center backs. Samba O'Neal, Kevin Osesibe as my two center backs. In midfield, mehwɛ obi te sɛ Raphael Amponsa, mehwɛ obi te sɛ Hilary Adabo, mehwɛ obi te sɛ Abdulkarim, ɔmo mmiɛnsa ɛna mebɔ ɔmo mfimfini, and mede Hubert Jawu kɔ right, mebɔ Peter Amidu akɔ on the left, and then mabɔ Frank Abraduku as my number 9. Nti sɛ wohwɛ a mehwɛ kɔtɔkɔfoɔ ɛwɔ mu a Samba O'Neal, Patrick Esiedu, Lord Amwa, Peter Amidu Akwa, Hilary Adabo, Omo ene the Kotoko players Omo timi started. Yes, answer Raphael Amponsa, Kevin Osesibe, Abdul Karim, Frank Abraduku, we emone heartful players Omo so etimi started. Ewo ho eno kama city city. So we need a combined 11 for the Kotoko against Asofo. The match the Bebaso at the Nations Wembley. And what do you expect? You expect more, you expect quality, and you expect the fans to troop to stadium. Rivalry is so intense to make sure say you better enjoy a memorable game at the Accra Sports Stadium. Already, Medical say memories. The 4-0, I listened to commentary later and I'm sure a match, Oscar Samuel Timi, the might of Emmanuel Osekofo, and then Ishmael Ado. Once again, Maka the 2-1 duo Stephen Odro game. I've spoken about the 3-3 game at the Baba Sports Stadium, the Dombote, the Koganza, the Fancy Jojo Bossman game, and the Stephen Odro, Eric Bequin, and the Jordan Opoku game, and then Michael Akufu Screamer, and now offer Mahatma Utu, a short no so it's a boshena. We name games, sir. I think the free Barney's goal was another goal that cannot be forgotten. Acquire the sequence of the goal and how good only the year it will have folk winning a year the cup and the league at that season how the game was memorable, and some of will be raising his hands like this. Now what you mean enjoy game. All these muddy touch and memorable touch, yeah, messy by it is Kotoko and House of Folk at Accra Sports Stadium. The game looks like a draw because everything points out but let's troop to stadium, let's go out there, enjoy the game, and have fun. Your friend me Andy Kem, I hire Andy Kem Sports TV. I had them the Makrab.